across the gridiron every week to bring you the hottest football show in the Susquehanna Valley. It's Football Friday.
It is finally here, what high school football teams in the Susquehanna Valley have been playing for all season long. It is the playoffs. No trick-or-treating to be had tonight. The only thing spooky, Jacob, was the win. That didn't stop our teams from laying it all out on the gridiron. Welcome to Football Friday, the postseason edition. I'm Bethany Miller.
And I'm Jacob Hall. 24 teams took the field tonight to open the District 3 tournament. Only 12 will survive to punch their ticket to the next rounds. Week 11 of Football Friday has all 12 games for fans tonight, including our game of the week out in Warwick, a mid-pen rematch for the books, and the Class 2A semifinals that set up the title game. We have it all.
So let's get the action started in Class 6A. Just 2 games playing tonight. 6 of our teams had a bye. So this game was a rematch from Week 5 that saw Cumberland Valley win by 9. Pick it up in the first. Eagles quarterback Colton Stamey calls his own number. Picks up a first down there at the 6. Same drive. Stamey's going to hit the air this time. Finds Zayden Smith for the 6-yard touchdown pass. Cumberland Valley ahead 6-0, but keep that in mind. Central Dauphin comes from behind. Cue the 6-7 jokes, Jacob. Rams take it by 1.
That's what the kids are saying.
7-6. That's what they say. All right.
All right, the final 6A game of the night comes from West Shore Stadium, a cross-league clash between Cedar Crest and Cedar Cliff. Third quarter, Cedar Cliff up 21-6 and looking for more. The Colts run a jump pass like old school Florida, but Alex Hortero's pass is picked off by Cedar Crest's Jackson Smith. Then we go to the ensuing possession. The Falcons are trying to make it a one-position game, but quarterback Stephen Reyes is sacked by Cedar Cliff's Will Coker. The Colts take over back on offense, and they call another trick play. Watch this right here. Owen Anastasi catches the toss, stops, and throws it to Taiwan Bird, who makes maybe the catch of the year. One more look at that. Goes up and gets it. Takes a tough fall, too, but he would be okay. Cedar Cliff wins this game 36-6. And with tickets punched in Class 6A, now let's move to 5A action, starting first with our game of the week.
Well, Jacob, it is a rematch from last year's 5A District 3 opener that saw Shippensburg eliminate Warwick from the playoffs. But this year, it's the Warriors as the 5 seed. The Greyhounds sneaked in at 12. That's my guy there, a football guy through and through. Bob Locker wearing shorts on the sideline.
Couldn't be me.
I was bundled up. Ship with the ball to start. Quarterback Brady Macheski rolling out, looking to throw, gobbled up by the Warwick defense. So Greyhounds punted away after the sack. Warriors make them pay. Thomas Myers, short pass here to Heath Schnipke, gonna find a hole, take it all the way for a first down and then some. Finally brought down by a pair of tacklers. Myers does the rest on 4th and goal. Why not? Call your own number. Myers is in there for pay dirt. Warwick is first on the board with a 6-0 lead. So after another empty possession, Shippensburg goes to punt it away. Grant Luger back to receive, skirts around a defender here, gonna pick up a hefty gain, finally pushed out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Warriors are going to settle for a field goal. Why not? 22-yarder by Tyler Schofstel is good. Warriors lead 9-0. But just before half, Greyhounds, they find some life. Damian Haran gets the rock here, takes his time before he explodes for a big run. Brought down just inside the 10 after a big gain there. Macheski is going to do the rest. Another quarterback touchdown. Greyhounds would trail by 2 after the score, but Warwick shuts out Shippensburg in the second half. The Warriors, they exact their revenge, Jacob, moving on 23-7.
Huge win for Coach Locker and the Warriors. Now staying in 5A, Mechanicsburg and Redland in a mid-pen Keystone rematch. The Wildcats won back in week 6. 14-7. No score in the first here. Mechanicsburg's Noah Apple with a deep shot for J.J. Gould. Instead, it is picked off by Redland's Colin McConaughey, but the Patriots could not turn it into points. We're still scoreless in the second quarter of this one. The Wildcats knocking at the door. Reese Miller takes the handoff, finds a cutback lane, and he takes it in for 6, capping off a 16-play drive. The PAT was good, 7-0. Wildcats. Now later in the quarter, Mechanicsburg back in the red zone, and again it is Reese Miller wins a foot race to the edge here. This is his second touchdown of the night. Mechanicsburg wins this one 35-21.
Some more 5A action now in Exeter. This time 10 seed Lower Dauphin on the road facing off against the 7 seed Eagles. Winner gets a date with Conestoga Valley. Exeter leading 7-0 when we pick it up on the kickoff. Lower Dauphin looks to answer, but they fumble. Exeter's Braylon Reinhardt, huge recovery, takes it back for 6. Touchdown Eagles for a 14-0 lead. In the second quarter now, 2 minutes to half. Riley Martinez finds Jaden Ware on the outside. He's gone. 21-0 Exeter lead. Fast forward to the fourth quarter. That's your same score until Martinez hands it off to Leo Brown.
He's gone.
Wave him goodbye. Touchdown Eagles. Exeter shuts out Lower Dauphin 35-0. That sets up that epic rematch with Conestoga Valley in Week 12.
And finally, wrapping up 5A out in Spring Grove, the Rockets climbed the rankings after a big win over Southwestern in Week 10. We pick it up in the third quarter of this one. The Rockets quarterback Davis Baum calls his own number, runs it in for the score. Spring Grove taking a 35-0 lead, and that is your final score. The Rockets advance to the quarterfinals again. 35-0 is your final.
Dominant win there. Well, now to Class 4A, the opening round featuring 4 of our teams. 6 other Susquehanna Valley foes await in Week 12. We start first out at Eastern York. The Golden Knights playing host to the Blue Raiders tonight. A big play by Eastern York here. Quinn Bramble is going to pass it out to Samuel Galentine. A huge gain there. Streaks along the sideline before he's brought down. Third quarter, Golden Knights trying to come back in this one. Bramble this time is going to pass to Landon Engelhart. Wide open in the end zone for the touchdown. Eastern York trails 21-19. In the fourth quarter, that's still your score. Eastern York driving to win the game. Bramble's pass going to be picked off. What a play by Middletown's Josh Staines. Less than 45 seconds on the clock. Blue Raiders are going to run it out from there. Look at this run here. Your final from Eastern York tonight, Blue Raiders 21-19.
And finally out in Fawn Grove, the Raiders on the road to face Kennerdale tonight. First quarter of this one, Kennerdale, he would get on the board first. Nikias Zenon taking defenders with him into the end zone. Rams up 7-0 early. But now, second quarter, Elko looking to even up the score. It's Ellis Gensamer making defenders miss and finding pay dirt. The PAT, however, was no good, but we are still in the second quarter. Gensamer scores his second touchdown of the night on the fullback dive. Quarterback Brindley Donmoyer, he would sneak it in for the 2-point conversion. And Elko, they would go on to win in a close game over Kennerdale 28-21. And that's not all. Coming up after the break, we have highlights from 3 and 2A games.
And a little later, the brackets are set for Week 12. Who is playing who? You got to stick around to find out. Football Friday. We'll be back after this.
the Still High Roller Cheerleaders, and you're watching Football Friday.
A huge thank you to the Roller Cheerleaders for welcoming us back to Football Friday. The Class 2A semifinal is on the way.
But first, we need to pay a visit to our Class 3A teams hoping to punch their ticket to next week's semifinals. Let's start first with the Panthers and Shamrocks. We picked this game up after half. Coming out of the locker room, Trinity has a 3-touchdown lead. Shamrocks' Brandon Harris going to get the ball in the third quarter, lowers his shoulder, powers his way. Finally brought down.
It's hard to tackle.
Seriously, 2-yard line. That's a 34-yard run. 2 plays later, Harris finishes the job. It's a 1-yard score. Trinity goes ahead 28-0. We're still in the third. Trinity back on offense. Mason Boyer to Maddox Jarzynski. Stiff arms his way to a touch. Oh, into your living room. How about that? The Shamrocks are moving on. Trinity eliminates Schuylkill Valley 35-7.
And now wrapping up 3A action, it's a rematch from Week 10 that saw the Eagles earn a 1-point win over the Bulldogs, and the Bulldogs looking for a little revenge when it matters. In the first quarter, Big Springs' Grady Hope with a big touchdown run here, getting across the goal line, puts the Dogs on the board 7-0 later. How about another Grady Hope score? The guy can do it all. He puts Big Spring ahead 14-0. Now to the second quarter, Bermudian Springs, Noah Leedy hits Lane Hubbard for the touchdown, making some defenders miss here. Saying, get off me, stretches across the goal line. That's a touchdown, 14-6. The extra point was no good. Now Big Spring adding to their lead in the second quarter. Chase Fry to Aiden Martinez. It puts them up 21-6. But how about a come-from-behind win for Bermudian Springs? They beat them in Week 10 by the same exact score.
I can't believe it.
Crazy. The final tonight, 25-24.
I had to double check it, I swear. That's crazy.
It is. And finally, we wrap up in Class 2A with 2 big semifinal games, a trip to the championship on the line for 4 of our Susquehanna Valley teams.
Let's start first with those 2 you see there out in Camp Hill. The Crimson Tide in the playoffs for the first time since 2021. The Rollers, they want to win their 6th straight district title. Unreal. Roller quarterback Jace Jones right here hits the air, but he's going to be picked off by Columbia's Oliver Green. What a play there. Jacob, unfortunately, Steel High is leading 46-0 when that happens. So Crimson Tide on offense trying to get on the board. Cameron McClare, though, is sacked in the backfield. Crimson Tide would finally get on the board a little later in the second half. This is Kareem Nichols here, a 25-yard touchdown, 46-6. Steel High still leads. Columbia would score a couple more from there, but we're going to end this one because Steel High wins big the final tonight, 46-22.
So who will meet Steel High in the Class 2A title game? The Crusaders of Lancaster Catholic won 3 straight to end the regular season on the road at Halifax tonight. Here, this is quarterback Rowan DeMarco. His pass is picked off by Joseph Whitmer. He returns it back for the pick 6, 7-0 Halifax. That sideline is fired up. Now, Crusaders are back on offense again here. DeMarco, his pass is going to be picked off. Once again, a tip drill there. It ends up in the hands of Braden Medile for the Wildcats. Now, Halifax, they are trying to add to their lead. This is Tegan Carroll. He is breaking free, would not be denied from these tacklers here. A big 44-yard run. He would end up being tackled near the goal line, pushed out inside the 5 there, but the Wildcats would score on the next play. Halifax wins this game 30-14, and it's been a great turnaround for Halifax this season. Didn't win many games last year, now playing for a district championship next week.
District championships already. I cannot believe it. All right, who's playing who in Week 12? We break down all the brackets coming up right after this on Football Friday. All right, week 11 is in the rear view. How about a look at week 12? This is your Class 6A quarterfinal matchups. Jacob, who stands out to you in this one?
You got to look at Harrisburg. They're the 2 seed in here, finished 10-0, but also Coach Janchik, Central York, the top overall seed in Class 6A. Wouldn't have to see Harrisburg until a potential 6A championship game, which is really big. Really intrigued to also see this Wilson and York High matchup. York High was kind of the comeback kids this year. Wilson, they were great all year as well, but dropped that last game to Manheim Township for the section there in West Lawn. And then Township, they'll play Hempfield again, a LL Section 1 rematch. So that should be a great one. So a lot of teams playing against each other as well. Harrisburg, Central Dauphin are in the Mid-Penn Commonwealth, obviously. So going to be some great football next week.
Great football. All right, let's take a look at your 5A bracket now. Another quarterfinal matchup. Want to point out New Oxford ranked first. They are always tough. Bishop McDevitt, your reigning state champions there. Across the board, the 4 teams that got the bye in this bracket are absolutely unreal. I cannot wait to see how this shakes out.
It's tough. You know, we talk about Solanco as a 4 seed. That's going to be tough for Warwick. They've played in the regular season as well. Conestoga Valley, Exeter, they've also played in the regular season. This is a rematch from last year's second round playoff game. Exeter won that game pretty big, so both sides are going to be motivated coming into this one. Then Bishop McDevitt is your reigning, district champion, reigning state champion as well. In the second round last year, they defeated Mechanicsburg as well. So this is a rematch from last year. Mechanicsburg, a big win tonight. So 5A is also going to be a great week of football.
I cannot wait. All right, 4A now. Let's take a quick look at what we've got in store. Undefeated Susquehanna Township. Coach Ron Miller, McCuz, West York 2, Twin Valley, West Perry's going to be unreal. And, of course, Wyomissing, Lampeter, Strasburg, no stranger to one another. Yeah,
I could see Wyomissing, West York, even Twin Valley coming out of here. I mean, Susquehanna Township, they're the 1 seed. They're 10-0. You know, Coach Heat in there, it's incredible what they've done this year. Elko's going to be tough, but we'll see what happens with that game. But I feel like this one, more so than, 5 and 6A, could really go to anybody. I feel like it's an open game here.
3A semifinals really quick. These are 2 great matchups here. And then let's go to our title games too, because the 2A and 1A are going to play out. These are going to be fun to watch. And don't forget, you can watch all of these on week 12 edition of Football Friday. Don't forget to Penn State, Ohio State. This one, maybe not going to be good. I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. All right, that is it for Football Friday. Give me one. Give me a spooky.
No, I can't.
I'm done. For Halloween. All right, for week 11, Jacob Hall, for Bethany Miller, for our entire crew, have a great weekend. We will see you for week 12 next week.